Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Freak. And it's Grant in the corner. They set the pick. And good on the basket. Book it.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Winslow. Last game he had 28 points. Bosch against Noel. Stoudemire right side. Noel against Bosch. Misses the layup. Freak dishes to Noel. Pass to Wiley. Embiid the screen. Wiley the pass to Marshall. It's stolen by Dang. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Sampson's shot is off.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now, here's Marshall. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Freak. Can't hit. And it's Miami the other way. Dang kicks to Stoudemire. Bosch against Grant. Double team on Bosch. Down low. And the rejection by Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Bosch. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
And Marshall kicks to Freak. Noel sets a screen for Freak. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dang with the ball. Count the bucket. Winslow's got his second bucket of the night.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Now here's Freak. And the layup is good. Freak's got 5 points so far.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And before the game, we heard from Chris Bosch. While they're taking it one game at a time, he definitely sees the big picture. Chris Bosch has become one of the wise old men of the NBA with his long and very successful career. Clark, there's a lot to be said for knowing what's coming and knowing how to handle it.
Well, he is indeed one of the elder statesmen of the league with his 2 rings and dozen-plus years, but he's also a very smart player to begin with, high IQ. Combine those 2 things, and you sometimes get 21 and 7, like Bosch is still delivering for Miami.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, the lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Kendall Marshall out there with Wiley. And it's Parker in at the 3. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers, boy, he was tremendous. He picked up 16 points, and he was a thief out there as well, adding a hefty amount of steals to his totals. This was just the latest in what has been a string of strong performances from him. Will we witness one tonight, guys?
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Wade has the open look. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Wade's got the lead up to 7 now for Miami. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Wiley. He's got 7. Passes it to Barker. Here's Sampson. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Now, Freak. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
I tell you what, did he take off? On that one. Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
No good from Wade.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Freak with it. Wade picks him up. Embiid with the screen on Wade.
Move the ball.
There's the pass to Barker. The feed to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat leading by 5. To the right side. And here's Freak. He's got 9. Stokes with the rebound. Here's Sampson. Stokes dishes to Wade. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the Heat with some changes. It's all tied in Philadelphia.
Dwayne, give us your perspective.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
On the court for the Heat, Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. D-Wade out there with Winslow, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. Pass to Dang. Now here's Winslow. Defense is right there. Good on the 7-footer. Winslow's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Wiley the pass to Ilyasova. Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. Freak kicks to Ilyasova. Here's Okafor, and he uses the glass on the layup. Okafor's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the 76ers. The Heat shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Outside Bosh, from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Freak with it. Wade picks him up. And it's Covington atop the key. Misses the 3. On offense, here are the Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton. and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Freak with it. He's got 9.
Move the
Feeds it
ball.
to Ilyasova.
Kick it too much.
Off target from outside.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
For the lead. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 8 points here for Justice Winslow. 76ers trailing.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now here's Freak. Out to the wing. And Ilyasova kicks to Covington. It's good from the top of the key. Covington's got his second bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The 76ers number 1.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Jarnell Stokes, he's checked in for Whiteside. Now, Freak. He's got 9. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he's still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Free throw good. Freak.
Some really terrific numbers for Freak. He has 12 points and 3 denials. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Winslow. He started closer. No one covering. Tang's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Embiid with the screen on Wade. Covington in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Covington's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Bosh can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Freak dishes to Embiid. And here's Marshall from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And here's Wade. He's got 12. Back to Dang. He kicks it to Wade. And stolen by Freak. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul.